It's something that a lot of us deal with on a daily basis, but nobody talks about it. Robin Helget, Millennial Coach, is here to fill us in on financial shame. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we're talking about a really interesting topic, and it affects everyone, millennials, women. It's financial shame, but I want to know what you mean when you say that.
Sure. So I got the term from Brene Brown. She is a shame and vulnerability researcher, and she writes about the difference between shame and guilt. So shame is this feeling that I am bad, or I'm a bad person, there's something wrong with me. Guilt is I did something bad, or I made a mistake. So there's a distinct separation there.
And why is that distinction important?
So shame is this intense feeling of I'm just not good enough, and guilt is a healthy emotion that everyone experiences and can really help us change our behaviors. So in regards to finances, shame looks like I am a bad person with money. I'm just not good at spending or saving money. I'm not good at investments, things like that. Guilt is, okay, I made a poor spending choice. I can do something with that. I can make a different decision from that.
And it's important. It's important to take that power back and say, okay, so I maybe made a mistake, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person, doesn't mean I'm bad. I don't have to associate as bad with money, because then that becomes kind of a part of your identity. It
becomes a label, right? And so everything that you're doing kind of becomes associated with that. Like whether you're going to create a budget or whether you go to Target, like all of those pieces.
You're just setting yourself up for failure no matter what, right?
Right.
So you have a really great workshop that you're working on that helps people work through some of this, right? So it's kind of helping to process where some of these beliefs come from, but there's two parts to it. Tell us about how the workshop goes.
Sure. So the first half, I'll be leading and talking just about the money beliefs. So where did these beliefs about money come from? A lot of times they come from childhood. So what is your first memory of money? What is the very first memory that you have of your parents talking about money, and what kind of feelings came up from that? Was it because there wasn't enough, or did you always know that there was plenty? And so kind of going through those pieces and identifying, well, what are your beliefs about money, and how are those stopping me from achieving my financial goals, and how can I change them?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And but then you also need the education side of things. So you have to work through some of the emotions, right? Because then you want to be able to make the correct and the best financial decisions, and then you also have someone helping with that.
Sure, yeah. So Chelsea Labb is a president and financial advisor. She is giving the educational piece about the whole workshop. So she's helping us with terms and figuring out where to put your money, how to make smart financial goals for yourself, and really figure out how to get financially where you want to be as a female, particularly.
Of course, different. Of course. So and that is super, super important. What's something that people can do now? So this workshop is happening when?
March 15th.
March 15th. So we've got some time. You guys have some time to sign up. But right now, if I'm thinking right now, what's something that I could do right now to sort of help me work through some of the financial shame that I might be experiencing now?
I think the first step is always awareness. So how does this experience, like how am I experiencing this, of when I get a bill, or when I get a call from a debt collector, or when I have to even just see how much debt I'm in. Just the avoidance that comes with that, and the anxiety that comes from that. So just be aware of what your body is experiencing, where you feel it, and try not to avoid. Just kind of tackle it.
Try to face it, notice what's going on, and then you can bring some of that to the workshop and help work through it. Now, we do have a discount code if you're interested in the workshop on March 15th. It's KC Live. You can use that discount code for the next 24 hours, and you can sign up online, right?
Yes. Yep. So you can go to the website millennialcoachkc.com and sign up with the Eventbrite there.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
For more on this segment, we'll have a link posted to kclive.tv later on today.